All right, ready. Good evening. My name is Enrico Capucci, and we just came out of executive session. So in order to do that, we're going to have a vote. And I would ask Mr. Wilson to make the motion to come out of executive session.
Mr. Chairman, I want to also bring to your attention, the time is now 9:33 p.m. Sir, I vote yes to come out of executive session.
Do I have a second?
I second his motion to come out of executive session, and I vote yes.
Mrs. Wilson, Mrs. Wilson, sorry. Jim, it's a long night.
Good thing she's
Mr.
not-
Wilson, your vote.
I vote aye.
And Mrs. Haas votes aye, and I vote aye. So we're out of the executive session. And just quick announcement, we appointed Mrs. Goldsmith and Mr. David Bryce as full-time dispatchers because we were short. Thank God they came along. We're lucky. So we've solved that problem. Town administrator has helped to put that package together.
So the record, Rico, that was done in open session prior to executive session.
Right.
It was.
That the appointment was done in open, so I'm
We
just,
didn't do that in executive.
right, just so because we now have Specco taking videos. Also, with us right now is, maybe we should just
Should we keep going?
Keep going.
Keep going.
keep going? Okay, well, if it's working, we have with us Town Labor Counsel, Mr. Zessen. He is the attorney that's going to be representing us with the matter of the police chief who is currently on paid administrative leave. Mr. Zessen,
Hello. Do you want me to make
I want you to explain
the
what,
circumstances?
yes, if you would.
Right. So the chief, as the chairman mentioned, is currently on paid administrative leave pending the outcome of an internal investigation. The board has deliberated about the issue in executive session under the open meeting law and has decided to proceed with that investigation and appoint an investigator to look into several allegations against the police chief. And at this point, I think I'll entertain a motion to appoint an investigator and determine the scope of the investigation.
Mrs. Haas?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we hire Mr. Pomeroy, first name for him? Robert Pomeroy, as our first choice to do the investigation for the chief, and if, as a second choice,
Michael.
Michael Pavoni for our second choice.
I second that motion, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, and your vote, Mr. Wilson?
Aye, sir.
Your vote, Mrs. Haas?
I vote aye.
And I vote aye. Aye, and I would like to thank you for coming in, Counselor, tonight, and for all the work that's been done through Patrice and our administrator, so that we are now going to look for a motion to end this
I make
evening's.
that motion, Mr. Chairman, that
Do
we
we have-
adjourn at 9:35
Well, so we don't have to do anything about the scope.
Second, please?
Yeah, I mean, do we want to make a motion to authorize me and Patrice to draft a letter
Yeah.
outlining the scope?
Yes.
I think that would be helpful.
Okay.
Motion.
You want to put that motion?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that Labor Council and Patrice draft a document for us to determine the scope of the investigation into Chief Goulden.
Second?
I'll second it, but I will forward it to the board, forward it to the board, yep.
Thank you.
So I'll second it on that.
You vote?
Aye.
You vote?
I vote aye.
And I vote aye. Now we'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion's on the floor?
Yep.
I second the motion.
All in
Aye.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And aye. Thank you.
Supper's waiting for me at home.